friend could do. Never knew I'd be bruised all black and blue. With my back to the wall, scrap with my dogs, rap with my dogs, cat with my dogs, fly with me in Atlanta, Oakland, Los Angeles. Real homies never turn to run, even if a youngster don't wanna pull them. Even if a youngster wanna meet the sun, we gon' rep to the death where the roots is from.
Each day's another change. My homie status feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. Each day's another change. My homie stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. I'm with my homie, yeah. 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 I'm with my homie, yeah.
Real homies stand and struggle. I know you came to hustle, grit your teeth and clench your knuckles. We didn't come to fight, we came to get you. You won't live with me till we die, that's how homies ride. No need for consternation, gather the congregation. I'm rocking for my nation, to get that spirit raising. To all my cousins and my cliques, family and folks. We gotta ride out till we break up all them hundreds folks.
Each day's another change, my homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. Each day's another change, my homies stay the same. Like feeling strange.
Greetings, everyone. Two-K Sports brings you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Battle in the Eastern Conference, this D.C. crowd hoping to watch their Wizards come out on top. This game against Miami here, their first look at the Heat. In a season ago, Clark, they won the matchup, winning 3 and losing just 1.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
Yeah, and very tough to beat when they're playing up to their capabilities. That's why they're one of the top teams in the league.
So here is Miami's starting group. Dang and Vaj, your small and power forwards. Kyle Korver is out there with LuDico. And it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. Wall dishes to Gortat. And that one's good.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
And for Jared Dudley, a bit of a resurgence last season. Found a team he liked playing for, played much closer to his career numbers than the year before with the Clippers.
Yeah, and that's a great point. I mean, he turned back the clock in almost every category. And I think to your point, a lot of it has to do with the fit. He's on a team in a role that suits his talent. And I think you're going to see him continue to be consistent.
Beal, the pass to Wall. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's on Chris Bosh.
And we've all seen how dominant Bradley Beal can be. The 3rd overall pick in the 2012 draft. He's already had a solid young career, but still plenty of room to grow.
Talking about Bradley Beal's potential, it's not just the shooting. It's also the passing, and you really don't think of him as a passer, but for such a young two-guard, he's extremely unselfish, averaged over 3 assists a game over the past 2 years.
And the true stars of our game feature versatility. And here's a guy that has also tremendous upside as a rebounder. I mean, how about getting 7 boards almost a game the 1 year he was in college? So he understands the importance of impacting other areas. I mean, last season he had his highest steals average of his career, and everything's upside with this young man. The sky's the limit.
Excellent play. Here's Wall, following the basket by Brook Lopez. Gortat with a screen on Oladipo. And Wall kicks to Gortat. Low block shot on the way. It's hauled in by the Heat.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Oladipo goes in. The kick out to Dang. Shot clock at 5. Fades away. Can't get it to go. And it's Washington the other way. Wall dishes to Robinson. Beal gets a wide open look. Chris Bosh with the rebound.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
Lopez a screen. Oladipo the pass to Lopez. Dang gets a wide open look. And it's Dang again missing. The Miami Heat comes into this one following a loss to the Raptors in Toronto. To the wing on the left. It's Wall with the drive. Count that one.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
Miami trailing. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Oladipo against Wall. And Oladipo kicks to Lopez. The Heat need to get a shot off. That puts them in the lead. 6 points in the game for Kyle Korver.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
There's a screen by Robinson. Beal. And the shot's good after hitting off the rim.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Bosh, the screen. Takes a 3. And there's Korver on the assist by Oladipo. And it's 9 points in the game for Kyle Korver. Gortat with a screen on Oladipo. Over in the corner, Dudley. Down low. Here's Gortat. Can't get it to go. Good D by Lopez.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Oladipo dishes to Lopez. And the dunk by Bosh.
Boy, Lopez hunkered down and anchored in on that pick. Well, we know Washington didn't win the Southeast last season. They came in second once again. This time to the Hawks and not to Miami. Still, I thought they were dominant within the division. Matter of fact, they were dominant within the division.
Bosh kicks to Lopez. Bosh against Robinson. Bosh passes to Lopez. Basket is good. The assist from Bosh. Lopez has got his second bucket of the night.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that.
Yep, he's on the money. That's no doubt. And here are the Heat now. They're on a 12-4 run. Bosh inside. Robinson on him. Bosh can't get it to go.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
Wall attacking. Lets it go from deep. They get it back. Lopez with the steal. Oladipo dishes to Korver. Pass to Bosch. Lopez right side. Again, the Heat good for two.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end. He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always. Well, we know until last season the Heat had been the kings of the Southeast Division. They won 4 straight division titles, but all of that changed last season.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. The Heat struggled in their own division last year, ended up 3rd in the group, but went a measly 6-10 in conference play.
And listen, they knew it was going to be difficult without LeBron, and especially with the injuries they faced. The Heat still have the most division titles among the Southeast teams with 7. They need to work hard, though, to add to that mark in coming years.
And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. The Heat also changing it up. Joe Johnson, he's checked in for Dan. And it's Green and for Kyle Korver. Now, here's Oladipo. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. On the wing, Green. Dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Boy, he is such a ridiculous dunker.
High riser, no doubt about it.
Goodness, I mean, you come to expect plays like that from him, and folks, that never gets old. And guys, Gerald Green looked to be out of the NBA at one point in his career, but since coming back from Russia, he has completely reinvented himself as a player.
That's good from Porter on the assist by Hickson. Porter's got his first 2 points. To the paint. Here's Bosch. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3. And for Gerald Green, and him reinventing himself, really was just known as a dunker before heading overseas.
You know, Kevin, he came back with a better shot and a better understanding of how to win as a player. Strange to think that there was a time that he couldn't find a way onto an NBA roster.
Here's Dedmon following the basket by Chris Bosh. A little shot fake there, got the D out of position. Dedmon's got his first 2 points of the night. Oladipo outside. Left side Bosh. Johnson wide open. He fires. Good. It's Bosh picking up the assist. Bosh has got 3 assists now in this one. Oladipo against Sessions. To the left side wing. Dedmon kicks to Anderson. Shot misses. Johnson with some nice D. Miami leading by 10. And it's Lopez at the elbow. On the wing, Green. He's covered by Anderson.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Miami.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
So he comes up empty, missing both. And just as J.J. Hickson seemed to be finding some rhythm in his career, Clark, last season happened. His production dropped like a rock.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, after 2 straight years where he was starting, last season he was asked to come off the bench. And for J.J. Hickson, that just did not seem to be a good fit.
So for Washington, their last game a loss to the Pelicans. Anderson's shot is off.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Outside, Green. The pass to Lopez. Porter with the steal. To the middle. And he pounds that one in.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Now a timeout called by Miami. Last season at both sides of the coin for the Wizards started out very hot, but then just could not keep it going.
Well, you know, the start was extremely hot. 19-6, which tied a franchise best, that record. After that, though, they played close to 500 ball the rest of the time.
Amari Stoudemire is checked in for the Heat. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Oladipo. Passes it to Clarkson. Stoudemire with the screen on Sessions. Porter with the steal. Sessions against Johnson. And taken away by Johnson. Looking for Clarkson. He gets it there. Kicks it to Bosch. Johnson sends the screen for Bosch. In the corner, it's Clarkson. Basket is good. The assist from Bosch. Clarkson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And the Wizards really struggled post All-Star break, playing under 500. Still, though, they seem to pull things together at the very end and on into the postseason. And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now. Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flow.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Miami ahead. They lead by... Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first already as we start this second quarter. And quite a position here for the Heat to be in. What do you guys think?
You know, it's been about how solid they've been offensively here, really tuned in with one another.
Good ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at the Wizards. The great pair of Wall and Beal are at the guard spots. Jared Dudley out there with Thomas Robinson. And it's Gortat in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And, guys, there was a time where people wondered if John Wall could be a team leader. Well, that question has been answered and then some. Unquestioned leader of the Wizards.
And so he makes both from the line. Well, and for Wall, Greg, and leading the Wizards, it did take some time. Now he does so much, Clark, for the franchise.
On and off the floor. He's really the face of that franchise and has a chance, in my mind, to be an MVP candidate at some point in his career, and is living up to the #1 draft pick hype. That is a very low percentage shot, Kevin, but it's the result they were looking for at the end of the day.
And the rejection by Stoudemire. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. The feed now to Korver. That three off the mark.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
Feeds to Stoudemire. Robinson against Dang. The dish now to Clarkson. Shot clock at 6. Stoudemire, no good. Wizards trail by 13. Beal the pass to Wall. Dudley with a screen for Wall. He feeds it to Dudley. Miami grabs the miss. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And Dang, here we go. And Stoudemire in the corner. And that one comes up a bit short. Wizards shoot the ball at 42%. All with it. Now defended by Korver. Pass to Beal. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And the thing about Bradley Beal, when he suits up, the entire lineup becomes exponentially more potent. A quick, powerful athlete. Greg, high basketball IQ. Had the great teaching at Florida, carries it to the NBA. Opponents have to account for him, I think, on both ends of the floor.
And that's a great point, Kevin. I mean, coming out of college, a lot of people compared him to Ray Allen. I mean, he possesses that next level smoothness and body control that's often indicative of a true difference maker.
Wizards trail by 11. Wall dishes to Dudley. It's Wall with the drive. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And you can tell he's hungry because that's how you eat away at a lead right there. Make some highlight reel plays and shake that defense up.
Well, Greg, you're right. Not all 2 points are the same. Not when they come on a stuff like that one.
Well, I like the craftiness in his game. I mean, he can distribute or he can attack the basket, just like we saw right there. I tell you, Luol Deng is not exceptional in any one area, but really doesn't have any weaknesses either. I think he's been one of the most complete small forwards over the past decade in the league.
Brook Lopez is checked in for Miami. Talking about Luol Deng, his consistency year to year has been outstanding. Over 11 seasons, Greg, if you look at his averages across every category, they're remarkably similar.
And here's a guy who can score from anywhere. Great mid-range game, makes plays for his teammates, rebounds at both ends. He is versatile and bankable.
Washington making some changes. J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Gortat. Gooden comes in for Thomas Robinson. And it's Otto Porter Jr. in for Jared Dudley. And Miami with a change here, too. Bosch is checked in. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Wall again, Oladipo. Here's Korver. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Here's the screen. It's stolen by Korver. To the inside. Here's Bosch. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Well, a scary moment for Chris Bosch last year. Had to be shut down, Greg, as we all know, for the season after a blood clot was found in his lung.
You know, and Kevin, it really puts basketball in perspective. I mean, it happened right after the trade deadline, and obviously a huge blow to the Heat in terms of their push for the postseason. But fortunately, it looks like he's going to make a full recovery and have a huge impact this season.
And Wall kicks to Porter. Just 5 to shoot. Beal, the pass to Gooden. Fires the three. The shot, no good. And it's Miami the other way.
You know, the Heat never really came back after losing Bosh. His presence on both ends of the floor is hard to replace, and they missed him a bunch.
Johnson draws the double. And Washington has possession.
Hey, guys, I know I speak for everybody. Glad to see Chris Bosh back out on the floor. I mean, blood clots can be a very scary thing for anyone, and I think everyone is happy he's been able to make a full recovery.
Porter kicks the wall. No good with the triple. The Heat leading by 14. Now Oladipo looking for his first basket still in this one. Bosh dishes to Oladipo. Johnson the screen. Shot clock at 6. Oladipo goes in. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Wizards have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Here's Beal. The Wizards with another miss.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage even though it was all over him.
Lopez a screen. Korver gets a wide open look. Drops in the tray. Korver's got 15.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
And it's Hickson at the elbow. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Johnson's got the ball. Lopez sets a screen for Johnson. Bosh the screen. And Oladipo kicks to Korver. And again, Miami with the triple.
This is an absolute monster performance from him. He is pulverizing them from the three-point line.
They grab their own miss. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
And Miami making a change here. Green's checked in. The Miami Heat came up short last season in hopes of getting back to the playoffs. Clark, their road record didn't help them much.
Yeah, 17-24. I don't think you can be that far under 500 on the road and hope to play in the postseason.
Back to Oladipo. No coverage, puts it up. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Washington calls timeout. Nice game. Great performance by Kyle Korver.
He's been locked in from deep. They're giving him too much breathing room and definitely paying the price for it.
Washington making some changes. Wizards trailed by 18. There's a screen by Gortat. And Sessions kicks to Anderson. From the arc. No good. Great D that time from Green.
And how about for the Heat having the best road record of any team that didn't make the postseason in the East? But as you said, struggling on the road will sink a team battling for a playoff spot.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Anderson against Green. It's Anderson with the drive. Green again. Sessions. Gortat wide open. He fires. The kick out to Anderson. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
Yeah, and it's one thing when your shots are falling from the perimeter, but when you go cold and things aren't going as well, you've got to get that thing inside. Mix it up a little bit.
And the Heat call time here.
You know, one final note, guys, on the Heat and their road losses. They ended up going only 2-8 in their last 10 road games of the year. That was a big part of how they fell out of the 8th playoff seed.
Here's Oladipo. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. He kicks it to Bosh. Back to Oladipo. Lopez a screen. Outside Korver. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And again, it's the Heat missing.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down. And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Oladipo goes in. Here's Lopez. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line. Watching Brook Lopez, he all the time contributes in every category. It's amazing the number of ways he affects the game.
Deadly with the shot. Tremendous touch back to the basket, moves, facing up, makes free throws. Good offensive rebounder, capable passer. He just makes things happen.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Deng comes in for Kyle Korver. And it's Clarkson in for Oladipo. Dishes to Robinson. Just his first attempt. Another shot. Gortat. And it's sent back by Lopez. Nice ball movement by Washington. There's a screen by Robinson. And Sessions kicks to Gortat. And the basket good.
And talking about Lopez, he does clean the glass on the offensive end. He was 12th in offensive rebounds last year. However, he was 44th in defensive rebounds. That's one important area he definitely has to work on.
Thomas Robinson comes up with a rebound. Robinson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now. You know, getting back to Lopez, how good is it to have a guy with his offensive package also be a near top 10 shot blocker for you? That's what he was last season and several seasons before that. He's an all-star talent if he can just stay on the court and stay healthy.
Well, Greg, after a run of 10 playoff trips in 11 years, the Miami Heat missing the postseason last year, they'd end up a game back of the 8th spot.
Yeah, and what's hard for the Heat, Kevin, is that they were in the playoff picture for most of the year. And as the season wore on, they slowly fell out of that top 8.
And Sessions kicks to Anderson. Over in the corner, Dudley. He dishes it to Gortat. Shot left block. Almost, but it rolls out.
You know, guys, for the greater part of last season, it appeared as though the Heat were playoff bound. Even with the players they lost, most figured they would be playing postseason basketball.
And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
And one reason why the Heat did come up short in their playoff aspirations, they were very poor against other teams in the playoffs. So only went 15-31 against teams that had made it into the postseason last year.
Inside, no good. Stoudemire with the defensive effort.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
Amari Stoudemire, with a change of scenery last season, was bought out by the Knicks, signed with the Mavs midway through the season.
That was the best thing to happen to Stoudemire, in my opinion, Kevin. He got to play playoff basketball again, and we know that wasn't going to happen in New York.
And Sessions kicks to Dudley. There's a screen by Robinson. Dudley, no luck.
not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Clarkson kicks to Stoudemire. Outside Dang. Pass to Green. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Now here's Sessions. He's covered by Clarkson. Here's Dang. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
And the lead continues to increase. They are just playing flawless basketball at both ends.
Greg, I can't identify an area where this team has underperformed. I mean, they've been 5-star in every category.
From deep, Green. And that's not. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Heat lead by 17. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Nice game. Great performance by Kyle Korver.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
And welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. More action in store as the players get ready to go, having a nice break to get hydrated with Gatorade.
Check out the game for Korver. He has 18 points, and he's unleashed a barrage of three-pointers on him.
Dan Clark, you can tell they're good right now when the ball leaves his hand. He has racked up a ton of points.
Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. Dang and Vaj, your small and power forwards. Oladipo is out there with Kyle Korver. And it's Lopez in at the 5. Oladipo against Wall. Outside Robinson. Back to Wall. Chris Bosh with the rebound. Bosh has got 6 rebounds in the game. Miami leading by 15. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here's Dang. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Dang's got 9 points.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Bosh kicks to Oladipo. Again, Oladipo missing. Lopez passes to Dang. Oladipo goes in. Up again. And Lopez throws it down hard.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside. And folks, those are hops you just don't see from that one spot every day.
Well, that's why he is such an uncommon talent.
Yep, uncommon and unparalleled. I mean, he makes things happen out there for sure.
And there's the pass to Korver. 5 on the clock. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Take a look at what John Wall's done. 10 points, and he's blocked a shot today as well.
And he's clearly showing off his smarts in a few ways today. That block just being one of them. Just a savvy basketball player.
Washington calls timeout.
And for the last 3 seasons, what a talented young backcourt John Wall and Bradley Beal have become. Wall drafted first overall, Beal third in different drafts. A little lottery luck, if you will, and great scouting of these two.
Washington making some changes. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Gortat. Hickson comes in for Thomas Robinson. And Porter subbed in for Jared Dudley. And Miami also making a switch. Gerald Green, he's checked in for Kyle Korver. Bosch dishes to Lopez. Basket is good. The assist from Bosch. Bosch has got assist number 5 here tonight. Well, Clark getting back to Wall and Beal. They really complemented each other perfectly over the last 3 seasons.
Yeah, you look at some of the great backcourts of any age over that time, and Wall and Beal right there with them. And it's good to be so young and talented, that's for sure. Just some amazing stats put up by Chris Bosh early in his career, but having been in the shadow of LeBron and D. Wade over the past few seasons, one wonders if Bosh is now a little bit underrated. He's talented and gives you everything you want from the power forward spot.
Miami leading by 17. Bosh, the screen. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
We're getting back to Chris Bosh.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And now, Clark, brilliant throwdown.
Just exerting his authority on that play. And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Offensive rebound. Hickson. The shot no good. Miami's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Outside, Green. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Wall against Oladipo. The open shot by Beal. Beal with another miss.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Green pitch to Oladipo. Beal against Green. Back to Oladipo. And it's off from three-point range.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Edmond passes to Porter. Here's Wall. Well, last season, the Wizards fell off just a bit in the second half of the year. Still, Greg, very competitive at home.
Yeah, and their strong play at home helped them weather that storm, Kevin. I mean, they ended up going 29-12 here at the Verizon Center.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. And for Brook Lopez, disappointing start to last season. The season before, he had played only 17 games, so he wanted to make an impact right off the bat. It just didn't work out.
Yeah, you know, he missed the first 2 games altogether with the foot injury and comes back to play pretty well, then hurts his back. Out for 8 more games, comes back again. He's benched in favor of Miles Plumlee. Just a very disjointed year for Lopez.
There's the pick. Beal from long range. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. And that's now 10 points here for Beal.
And for Lopez, last year was the first time since he was a rookie that he didn't start every game. I mean, that is a huge shot to your confidence. I don't care who you are or what your circumstances, but you know what? At the end, he rose above it.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
You know, on the topic of Lopez last season, ugly beginning, but things got beautiful over the last 2 months. 55% shooting, nearly 20 and 10 a game, some of the best numbers of his career.
And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Gortat's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Gooden comes in for J.J. Hickson. Jared Dudley's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. And Allen Anderson subbed in for Beal. Johnson. Oh! He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
That could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I tell you what, that is the crowd pleaser of all crowd pleasers.
Dang can't get it to go. Wizards trailed by 18. Wall dishes to Dudley. And Wall kicks to Gortat. It's stolen by Dang. Pass to Oladipo. From past the arc. And it's Dang again missing. Wizards have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. The three from Dudley. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got 4 assists in the game.
And guys, one thing that was obvious to me, last year the Wizards really matured as a team. I mean, they played as if they expected to win instead of a group kind of coming into their own. I thought they just showed a lot more composure and maturity on the court.
And the Heat call time here. As you said, the Wizards did look more mature last year on the floor with their play. They made sure to add veterans to achieve that.
And not just any veteran, but a future Hall of Famer in Paul Pierce. I mean, his presence on the team, I think, really is what propelled them to achieve new heights. And it also went beyond just Paul Pierce. That roster had a combined 490 playoff games. And that playoff veteran leadership, I felt, really helped this young core to grow.
What are they thinking leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
And that one's good. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Miami.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
But also, they put the offense on its heel. Look at the number of steals they've been able to get. And that's something they also can take great pride in. And that's some inspiration. Steals, blocks, and a big dunk. Those are ways that you can really change the momentum in a game.
Well, they got to chip away, Clark, at that deficit, and no doubt that'll help.
And that's what he's out there for, guys. I mean, he is an electrifying player, no doubt.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
And he banks in the layup. Wall's got 12 points now in the quarter.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
Timeout called, the Heat. Well, you look back at the 2015 Heat, and the injuries are what probably brought that team down. We can go from Chris Bosh with the debilitating blood clot on his lung and on and on and on. The loss, of course, which was not an injury, of LeBron James. There are a lot of moving parts with that team.
And that's a great point, Kevin. If you take any star off a team, things are going to get difficult. It was impressive that the Heat still managed to stay competitive once Bosh went out.
Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Clarkson. Bosh passes to Korver. Good, and it's Bosh picking up the assist. Bosh has got 6 assists now in the game.
Dropping bombs. How many more threes are we going to see from him tonight?
Well, we've already seen plenty. I mean, he's got more points from outside the arc than inside of it so far.
And the foul on Amari Stoudemire. That'll be his second foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Inside, and it's Gooden with the jam.
Cutting into the lead with a huge one-hand throwdown.
That's how to get your team back into it.
Yes, sir.
I tell you what, guys, that might also put a little spark into those guys.
Stoudemire attacking, and it's blocked. Beal from long range. Can't hit. Nice D from Oladipo.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Stoudemire outside. Offensive rebound. but they'll get another chance. Dang against Dudley. The kick out to Bosch. No good on the three. Wizards trailed by 13. And Wall. Here we go now. And the thing, Greg, about Marcin Gortat, he's not a high flyer. He's not a super flexible athlete. But he's one of the best centers in the league because he's tough. And he's worked hard on developing his skills. And he always hustles.
Yeah, and he fights for position down low. A terrific screener, does a lot of that dirty work. And he's also very good at passing the basketball. You know, a lot more skilled, particularly in the pick and roll, than maybe people give him credit for. He can hurt a defense in a surprising number of ways.
Stoudemire, the screen. And Oladipo, here we go. Beal dishes to Gortat. Got a piece of it. The Heat leading by 11.
Talking about Gortat, he was a late second-round draft choice in 2005. His first 4 years in the league, highly underwhelming. Now, over the last 4 years, he's averaged around 13 points, 9 rebounds, and 1.5 blocks per game. Those are good numbers.
It's stolen by Oladipo. And here is Dang. He's got 13. Kicks it to Korver. Wide open. Washington with the rebound. Dudley's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
And getting back to Marcin Gortat, his dad was a successful light heavyweight boxer in Poland, so clearly you see where the toughness comes from. And Marcin's mom was on the Polish national team in volleyball, so you know where the blocking and ball skills come from. I guess we'd have to call him a chip off the old blocks.
And Wall kicks to Beal. Lets it go with a 3. Good. Beal's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Wizards.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Oladipo goes in. And Chris Bosh with the slam.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
Washington calls timeout. Nice game. Great performance by Kyle Korver.
They need to make some adjustments because he's absolutely scorching them.
So both teams making some changes here. Wizards trail by 15. Sessions passes to Anderson. The feed now to Sessions. Kicks in a screen. The dish to Porter. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Anderson. And it's off the back rim. No good.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Oladipo outside. Right side, Green. And another basket for Miami.
Didn't have any problem knocking that one down. Another defensive lapse leading to 2 more.
Porter off the mark. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be.
Alarms go off when I enter the building.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. So for the Heat, their last game, a loss to the Raptors. Sessions out here with Allen Anderson. And there's Hickson. Then it's Robinson. And it's Porter in the small forward position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. Sessions dishes to Porter. Anderson in the post. Guarded by Green. Anderson can't get it to go. Clarkson with the ball. Outside, Green. Stoudemire, the screen. Dang for three. From beyond the arc, and then some. Tang's got 9 points now in just the second half.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. A shot by Stoudemire, no good. And it's Washington's ball. Well, they've got the Lakers ahead of them after this game, and the next game it'll be played in Los Angeles. That sets off a 5-game tour for them.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Here's Green. Stoudemire kicks to Green. Down low.
Well, we all know how loud NBA arenas can get. I mean, last season there were some accusations thrown around that it wasn't all organic. I mean, some players felt as if some of the NBA crowd noise was artificial.
Sessions passes to Hickson. Porter with it. He's picked up by Dang. Hickson a screen. No one near Sessions as he lets it fly. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Some heavy accusations about artificial noise being pumped in last year. We've seen the issue in the NFL, talked about now in the NBA. Seeing it in other sports, there's a case that maybe the NBA's got to deal with this.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. I know some stadiums, it might feel like there is extra noise being pumped in. And listen, there are a lot of fan bases that we have are just flat out loud. I mean, it can be electric. But having said that, I don't think we want to have the artificial noise being pumped in. I think it does the game a disservice.
Out of bounds, Miami takes possession. A different look for Miami. Lopez, he's checked in for Stoudemire. Johnson comes in for Luol Deng. And it's Korver in for Green. Here's Clarkson. Feeds to Lopez. Pass to Johnson. 5 to shoot. He kicks to Clarkson. Can't get it to go. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Wizards have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. This one for 3. And it's Miami with the rebound. Johnson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Korver kicks to Johnson.
Well, you know, we're far enough away from the 2013 draft where we can start to get a feel for just how strong it was. I mean, the initial feeling was it was a weak draft, but there have been some gems coming out of it of late.
Here's Washington. Now here's Sessions. Lopez with the steal. And for the 2013 draft class, not sure if there are going to be a lot of all-stars from that class, but there are quite a bit of rotational players that are effective.
And Kevin, listen, there's still a chance to see a couple of all-stars emerge from the class, as there are some elite talents that just need time to grow. And overall, there weren't too many complete misses. Almost every lottery pick is a rotation player at this point.
A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And it's 6 points for Otto Porter Jr. Miami leading by 22. Now Clarkson. Outside Korver. Shot clock at 5. And that's a foul called on Ramon Sessions. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Clarkson dishes to Bosch. And count it from 19 feet away. For Washington, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Hickson a screen. There's the pick. Here's Robinson. 6 to shoot. And it's sent back by Lopez.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
On the wing, Johnson. Inside. Bosch passes to Lopez. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. It's tipped. A 3 from Anderson. Lopez grabs the board.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
To the middle. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. Dishes to Porter. Beyond the arc. The shot's good. Sessions making the play. Sessions has got 6 assists here tonight. And here's Clarkson. Inside. All sorts of time. Good. He hits the jump shot. Clarkson's got 4 this quarter. Sessions with it. He feeds it to Porter. Chris Bosh with the rebound. Bosh has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Johnson outside. He dishes it to Clarkson. No good on the triple. Washington has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Pass to Anderson. All sorts of time. That's good.
Sessions doing a nice job that time.
Miami leading by 21. Clarkson kicks to Johnson. To the left wing. And that one good from Clarkson.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
The Wizards shoot the pedestrian 36% in the 4th quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. Hickson sets the screen for Sessions. Over to the left wing. The offensive rebound. Robinson kicks to Porter. No good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Bosh. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Yeah, heads up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Drew Gooden has checked in for Washington. Then for the Heat, Alan Crabb, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's Ish Smith in for Clarkson. Here's Sessions.
And in today's NBA, it's all about spacing on offense. It used to be more about finding matchups to exploit. Now it is all about opening up great looks by spreading the floor.
Free throw good. Sessions. Anderson, he's checked in for Miami. Josh McRoberts comes in for Chris Bosh. The Heat leading by 23. Here's Smith. To the paint. Clock at 6. And again, it's the Heat missing. From the Wizards, they're shooting the ball at 42%. Now the pass to Porter. He's looking for Gooden and gets him. The shot is off. And it's Miami the other way. Here's Crabb. He's covered by Sessions. Smith outside. Anderson outside. On the wing, Corver. It's hauled in by Gooden. Gooden's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Sessions dishes to Gooden. And Sessions kicks to Gooden. Rebounded by Corver. The Heat leading by 23. .133 left in the fourth. Smith against Porter. Smith drives in to the wing right side. Shoots from the corner. Mick Roberts misses. Washington's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Miami.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
Just a quality win, and you look at the box score and some really good numbers for Chris Bosh. And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with the fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
The shot by Gooden is no good. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Crabb. To stop the drought. Here's Anderson. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Chris Anderson.
And you can hear the disappointment in the crowd tonight. But we saw a team that was just ready to do battle in this arena. They clearly wanted this road win.
Crystal clearly.